June 28th, 2021. And hi, Tara. Basically, my sister, she's like, "Did you see the recent Britney Spears whole movement, Free Britney movement?" And I was like, "Yeah, but I already formed an opinion without doing much research, but I follow a lady online who does like crimes. She does true crime stories, and her view is that Britney Spears is not well enough to take care of herself, and her father is basically taking. Her father's basically like taking responsibility for her finances, so no one else can like use her and exploit her, because and that she can't exploit herself and use herself because she's not well, so she can't be responsible for her own money. And so apparently the reason this other lady had that opinion was because she never really heard Britney speak out about it, or herself. But then after, Britney Spears, she just spoke out about what's been going on for 13 years since her father's had the conservatorship, whatever you call that thing, that he's like in charge of everything. She explained like the abuse for like 23 minutes that she'd been through. She explained to the court, to the, what do you call that guy, the judge. And I just couldn't help feeling sorry for her, like, why isn't it working? Hello? I couldn't help feeling sorry for her because it was so raw, you know what I mean? Like, she was just being so, you could feel her her vulnerability and her anger and her sadness, like the truth coming out of her mouth, for like almost 25 minutes. And it was just like, wow, like what she's been through, this poor girl, it almost made me want to cry. I'm loving my new mic. Like, people could be very jealous of Britney Spears because of who she is, and she's like an icon and everything, but like, her father's controlled everything. She had no privacy, like, while she's getting dressed, all these men and women are walking in and out of her room. She has no privacy. She can't even be in charge of her own body. Like, she had no choice. They put an IUD inside that she can't have kids, They're trying to control her life. She can't be with her boyfriend, Because if she, technically, I was thinking to myself, I don't know how it would work, but if she just, like, said, okay, keep all my money, and I'm just gonna go start new elsewhere, I don't know how she would do it, Like, technically, she would just lose all her money and then get a regular job somewhere, And then she would have to be, she would have to be, it's not working so well. Hello? She would have to be, like, hello? It's only if it's close up. Like, technically, she could have just, instead of have them tell her what to do and, manipulate her, she could just be like, okay, keep my fucking money, and I'm just gonna go and start a life elsewhere, but they manipulated her so much. First of all, I don't know how that would work. She would need, like, a lawyer to help her out to regain her identity, even if she lost all the money. You hear where I'm coming from? I don't know. Am I making any sense? And, like, technically, she didn't have to, like, they manipulated her so much, like, threatened her so much that she felt like she has to listen to them, in order to get any money that she earns. And meanwhile, all these people that are under the conservatorship, you know, like they're the ones being responsible for her money, they're getting paid to be responsible for her money, and she's like paying them, and she shouldn't be paying them. It's like backwards. She doesn't even want them working for her, you know? So technically I was thinking she could have just, you know, been like, okay, screw this. But then the problem was that she's being, how do you say? She's being threatened by lawsuits, you know? Because if she would leave and even try for a life somewhere else, technically, if she would leave and try for a life somewhere else, they would find her, hunt her down, and take her to court and sue her for money she doesn't have, because they are the ones that have it, you know? And then she would get locked up in jail or worse, you know? Like, these people could be very dangerous. So, like people have been saying for a long time, free Britney. And it's, now she's like in a fight for her life, you know, with the courts. Who would ever believe that life could get so complicated, especially for someone like her, you know? Yeah, it's hard to get your head wrapped around this kind of thing. You know what I mean? The other day, yeah, that's my thoughts on Britney, because she's really trapped, you know? Like, even if she wanted to run away and get, like, a job, $10 an hour or something, she couldn't do that, because they would run after her and hunt her down and do lawsuits, you know, and sue her for running away and breaking contracts, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. The whole thing is complicated. The poor girl, you know, she's like almost an old lady. She's like, what, 40? Almost 40? Menopause. She wants to have a baby, and they don't let her. They're like, literally, she's like a prisoner, you know? I feel like anyone in that position would lose their mind or like kill themselves. God forbid. I don't want to say that, but like who would be able to handle such a life? You know what I mean? It's just, I think I wouldn't be able to deal with such a thing personally, you know? So, after hearing her speak and just hearing the truth come out of her mouth is just so tragic, and I hope and pray, because she seems like a very sweet person. I hope and pray that she gets freed and has all her money and control over her life. And I saw her boyfriend. He looks so sweet. You know, like, I believe maybe this is the one that will take care of her. You know? Because he doesn't look like the type to take advantage. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not sure. You know? Maybe I'm not that, intuitive to I'm not that intuitive. I'm not that intuitive to be able to read a personalities. I usually like to think that I am, but hi Tara. But I don't know if I'm that intuitive, you know? But recently I got these, like, there was like a store here in Israel, one shekel store. Yeah, back to Britney. I feel like, I don't know, I couldn't live without my freedom, without being able to run my own life, my own day, deciding what I want to do, having control over my life and what I do and where I go. And like, she's like a slave, you know? She even compared herself to being a sex slave, you know? And poor girl, as she's endured, poor girl, you know? It's very sad, very, very sad, very sad, very, very sad, you know? So recently I got like, second, I'm fixing the mic. I got these tattoos, these sticker tattoos, what do you call them? I got these tattoo stickers that you wet. It's like it's like a sticker, you know, that you could put on your skin. And I put it everywhere, and it did such a clumsy job. And now I'll show you what it looks like. Tara, you're being so bad. 1 minute. No, you're not being bad. Oh, they put this in. They put this like a funny, you know? 1 second, 1 second. It's my mic. Let me show you my tattoos. I did for fun, you know? What the heck? Why isn't it working? Oh. Okay. Okay. Does it work now? Does it work now? Does it work? 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 I did it on my stomach. That gonna look terrible. I shouldn't be revealing so much on camera. Anyhow, so free Britney Spears, and talk to you later.